What is up, guys? Back in today with more Liar Game, this time episode 6, I believe. We found out our Mr. X at the end of last episode, which was not unexpected, to be honest, considering the appearance and like the opening and ending visuals for this character. But I saw something really fun during the week. Yet again, another kind of... I didn't watch the scene, I kind of wish I did. I really want to watch it in general, but I saw the picture of Mr. X / this man pretended to be a woman in the live action, and there was like a comparison. It was like manga, anime, which looked pretty much exactly the same, and then the live action where it's just very clearly a dude. It's just like the stubble, like how I really like. Again, I didn't watch the scene. I'd love to watch how it was revealed, because I've got no idea how he got away with being a woman with a crazy stubble like that. But yeah, I need to watch the live action in general. It seems a little bit more far-fetched than the anime / source material, but it seems like an absolute vibe in itself. So definitely got to check that out at some point. Again, kind of mid-2000s messy fun, I do assume that would be. But yeah, brilliant episode last time. The plan worked perfectly, except for the fact that this was Mr. X. But there's still some game to be played. It's not over. It's not finished yet. And as I said, pretty damn good disguise. Really good disguise, because very pretty woman, actually. But as I said, I feel like the opening / ending kind of visuals did give it away a little bit in regards to, clearly this is an important character. And it's all of the... You've also got all of the scumbags like in a row in the opening, like towards the end. So yeah. But yeah, liking this show a lot so far. Really liking it. My kind of stuff, this is. It's interesting, but it's also like super fun and cheesy. I like the vibe. That's why I said I feel like the live action would be a lot of fun. So yeah, I think here we got all like the scumbags in a row. This. Although they're not scumbags, to be fair. I don't know. Just the fact that she had her own, or he had his own kind of segment there, stood out, didn't it? Well, yeah, I mean, do you need to ask? Before it even started. There wasn't, was there? How did he manipulate that? The Shumei teams with the other guys. That does make sense. I mean, if you're in total control of everyone, yeah, of course. Makes sense. 777 21 plus 1. 21. Again, this is like, it's incredible everyone agreed to this. It's incredible everybody was a team player, but you. Like, surely there would have been one more scheming, at least one more scheming scumbag here, right? Even Mr. X with the glasses, yeah. Well, you done a pretty good job convincing her it was him, to be fair. So yeah, she also, yeah, that's pretty smart from her. Those glasses doing a lot of work. No, not her name. Although, again, that is... Oh, let's go! Oh, shit. Looks like he could fight as well. Biff down. Crap. Guy got smoked. But, yeah, surely we can get done for fraud, right? Oh, Glass is over there looking a bit pissed. He's got that rage fist going on. That silent rage. No, you say that. We'll see. I knew one of these guys would change their votes. Yes. Yep. I think everybody saw this coming, didn't they? Yeah, I thought it would happen during the last vote I did mention, but I guess it makes more sense to save it to the final one. Why are you mad? You're the last person who should be mad at all this. No, you didn't. It was so obvious you were gaslighting us to think it was him. Yeah, same. He was way too suspect to ever be X, wasn't he? Yeah, it was definitely a woman. We pretty much knew, well, everyone would think it'd be a man because it has to be a man, but at that point you're almost certain it would be one of the women here, right? So I initially thought it was the cute looking one with the ponytail things, but that was this woman. I wonder if we'll continue. I mean, we've got no. She didn't. He didn't. Sorry, I keep saying that. He didn't actually sign the agreement with his name. So I was going to say, do you reckon we'll actually? I mean, knowing our main character probably will be the case, but do you reckon we will give him the share of the money that we agreed to? I feel like we probably will, just because of how nice the main character is. But I mean, you could argue. I mean, you'd like to not, considering he's trying to dupe everyone else. I mean, we don't have to, like, legally, because he didn't sign the contract. But we probably will, won't we? Knowing how last arc ended. So yeah, I thought it was that girl in the middle initially. The votes were so even. That's probably another tell, wasn't it? Every vote being that even, there's surely got to be other people doing the same thing we do. That as well, yeah. Good point he makes there. Everybody was so chill. Yeah, that as well. I didn't notice that. Very subtle. Yeah. Good point. Very good point. Didn't even mention that when that happened. Yeah. And then he did say it was the worst case scenario last episode, didn't he? I was wondering what he was alluding to with that. Because you smell like a man. Because I smelled, because I smelled you, bro. Because you've got a bulge in your pants. Oh, I didn't notice that. Plenty of details I missed here. Fucking hell. So many details, little details I missed. It makes you feel like we came to the right conclusion eventually, but did we? We didn't even. There's so much went over my head that I don't even feel too proud. No. Oh, well, yeah, true, actually. Sorry. But what the hell do we do now? Sorry, I thought it was just like, yeah, my bad. So yeah, there can only actually be one winner now, can't there? There can only be one winner. Money. Yep. Again, the question doesn't really matter, does it? Is he gonna say what he's gonna answer out loud? Oh, that's interesting psychology right there. That is interesting psychology right there. Because if you agree with him, you're guaranteed to either draw or lose. If you disagree with him, like, well, I think you know what, that is really smart. As I said, the psychology of that is really interesting. Like, I probably don't even fathom it fully, but like by telling people, you're guaranteed they all know his answer. So again, the best you can hope for if you answer the same thing as him is a draw. That's the best you can hope for. Whereas if you disagree with him, there is a chance of winning. Like wow, like yeah, wow. Like again, there's not many options. Like you either agree with him or you don't here. But him releasing like this information out of the wild is very intriguing. Like if these were super simple people, of course it would just be that they vote yes by and try to win by not having the same answer as him. In that case, he would win, and that would be way too easy. So that's not going to happen, and these people are definitely not foolish enough to do that. But as I said, it's just like you lose the possibility of winning on this question right now if you agree with what he says. And I'm not sure how he's going to spin this to get them all to vote the opposite, because you know that's what he wants you to do. And knowing that he wants you to do that, you're going to be very hesitant to do that. I don't know. We'll see how this plays out, but that's really intriguing. Sure, I do that sometimes when I play poker a little bit. Sometimes I'll say my hand, and whether people believe me or not, I mean, to be honest with you, it's actually worked out a lot of the time. It seems like they don't believe me, and they still like call and lose, and it's just like you should have listened. I've never lied about it. I don't do it all the time or anything, don't get me wrong. But I find, like I said, in situations like this, people will think you're trying to trick them. But you're actually just being honest. And if we got 2 and 1, that just creates another draw. So you could guarantee he loses. Hang on. That'll be even more interesting now if one of those guys declares that they're going to vote the other. What the hell do you do as the other two in that position? I guess you just agree to split it again. I'm pretty confident. Like I said, that was a pretty genius move from him there. I don't know what position's worse. I mean, he's clearly quite confident, but if I was in his shoes, I might be a bit nervous. But also, if I was in these guys' position, it probably would be even worse trying to fucking figure out what to actually do here. What would I do? I'd probably vote with him if I was in this position, because that would be more likely to draw. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you could just make this game go on forever if he does form an alliance here, doesn't he? You know, these guys I think are some of the similar. Yeah, good question. Why ask this fucker? Exactly. Why would he ask this guy? So now he doesn't want to split it? Oh, they're on separate teams. Oh, I see. I see. They've got to split between 12 people in that case. Okay. Okay. I thought they were on the same team. That is yeah, that is a rough spot. Fucking hell. Is it hard to tell? You just caught him. He speaks. Holy. He speaks. But why? Why would why would we agree to that? What's it better having you win rather than him over there? And get more money. Oh wait, no, he's gonna. So he. Oh wow. So he plans on continuing. Wow. You do realise you're not a woman. Piddy. Piddly. Yeah, he's got the check in his pocket. Yeah. Just count yourself lucky. Oh, good on him. Yeah, good on him. Good on him. Good plan. Okay, sorry. I mean, fuck, what do you make that face for? You try to dupe everyone. This guy, yeah, he speaks and he speaks smart and well. Very intriguing. He actually plans on continuing, isn't it? Wow. He plans on getting into potentially maybe billions in debt. This one's 100 million. Like, God knows what the debt in the next one's going to be. Really intriguing that he plans on actually, like, yeah. Okay, so let's get our heads through this again. Clearly, this is one. I really wish I knew the characters' names. Apologies, but our disguise artist, convict partner that we got here. Clearly, he wants this to happen and predicted it would happen. So, let's get our heads through this. So he's not gonna. The prize isn't gonna be. I don't get this. I'm being quite stupid here. I don't really get this part. I mean, we know that the grand prize, if there is one winner, is 2.1 billion. And if there's two, obviously it gets split. I'm assuming that it would purely be him winning. I guess he's gonna get those two to vote alongside our main character, and he'll be the 2.1 billion minority. And then he won't have to pay. He doesn't have to. I'm not sure what the price would be to drop out in the next one, but he's not going to have to pay to drop out. Okay, so I think that's something. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get my head around here. So I don't really remember, but I think that you're in 100 million debt in this game, and then I don't know if they said this, but it seems like the next game you have to. It's like 1 billion. I don't know. I feel like I'm being really stupid here. I don't really like. I'm assuming it's 100. Fuck knows, man. Fuck knows. Well, I'm really like. I'm not remembering the details of the money it costs to drop out, and it's especially confusing because it seems to be different amount for different people. But I feel like I'm just confusing things there. So he's paying the debts. So he's paying the 100 mil debts. The money they agreed on sharing after the fact. Okay, so yeah, the 100 million is the debts everybody has for dropping out of this game. From this game. And they have 43 million on top. Okay. And he's planning on splitting out of everyone as they agreed for the 15 people. Everybody. He gets double the amount. Or just about double the amount. Because it's his plan, I guess. And she/he gets a tiny portion because he's already got that amount. Okay, makes sense. Like I said, sorry, I was confusing things because of the whole debts, to be honest. I assume you don't have to pay a debt if you're continuing on the game, which makes sense, and if you win the game. Sorry about that. Like I said, a bit of a brain fart. But yeah, this pretty damn good plan. This is. If they both are truthful and are honest, which is not in that guy's nature, so yeah, we'll see how this goes. Yeah. Well, you ain't got long. No, I feel like your terms are very reasonable. You just have to agree with it. You just have to agree with it. And think it over a bit more. That does make sense. If you're all honest. I feel like this guarantees him the win somehow. I feel like someone here's going to be lying about there. Yeah. Well, there would be yeah. If you got to both vote for the other one. You could put both of it. This is where the game ends, I feel. I feel like this is where the game ends. Are their votes going to count because they didn't put them in? Do you reckon there's going to be some kind of like rule sharking? Like they mentioned at the start, maybe that you have to put the votes in yourself. I don't remember because it's been a few weeks. But I feel like their votes might not count because they didn't put them in there themselves. You activated my trap card. Yeah. So he knew that they'd get one person to put the votes in. That's my thoughts here. They could be rule sharked. You're not allowed to put other people's votes in. You're not allowed to vote for other people. is what I'm going to assume. As I said, I don't actually know that for sure. They did set out the rules right at the start. They had pretty much a whole episode devoted to them. And I feel like there would have been something about saying like that. That just feels natural, doesn't it? That you can't vote for other people. You can't change your vote. Like, yeah. So only the guy in the glasses vote is going to count. And whether he votes yes or no doesn't matter, because only 2 people's votes count here, and those other 2 are disqualified. So we split the money. So the money's split. It's guaranteed split. And I love this song. I will say about the opening visuals and ending visuals that I did mention in the intro. There's not really a lot given away at all about like the next arc, is there? Like nothing, actually. There's a guy with like rats on his shoulder, but that could be anything. So I do kind of want to go back and the Losers Revival. So yeah, I do kind of want to go back and go to the rule episode, but as I did say, there's like a whole that whole episode is devoted to the rules, and I'm not even sure what episode it is. I guess I can try and get it up quickly. Hopefully it won't lag or anything. What was it, episode 4, I assume? Might have been episode 3 actually. No, episode 3 was I'm not sure if episode 3 was the I think 4 got into like the main gist of the rules. No, I think it was episode 4. Oh, that's loud. Sorry guys. Jesus. Mentions about 1,000 fucking adverts. As usual. Okay. I think this is where it is. There we go. So are they gonna say anything? Hey, there it is. This is to stop players voting in anyone else's name. Now, I guess that depends how you read into that. Because if we were to take this super literally, that means that you couldn't place the vote for somebody else. However, in the way it's worded here, that just they're just explaining why you can't write it so that you don't pretend to be someone else. I guess that depends how you want to look at that, but I feel like that's where we're gonna like rule shark them a bit. See, the thing I would say is maybe the guy in the glasses has manipulated the papers himself, but you'd assume that the other 2 gave him their yes or no votes and knew for certain if it was yes or no on there, so there's no way he could like do anything with that. But yeah, another really good episode, kind of explaining the start here with the guy. Unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately, fortunately for us, but he kind of failed his betrayal, thankfully, and now he's getting really shitty odds on his deal, which should have just agreed with, because that probably would have guaranteed them a win and some money, and now they're just going to be in debt. So unlucky for them, but yeah, really really good stuff here. Finally had this guy talk. And he's a pretty smart guy. Came up with a really good plan, actually. Like everything from the money to the plan to like he came up with a really smart plan, and they really should have just agreed with him, because now they took so long, and they had 6 hours for fuck's sake. But because they didn't, they've now lost. So unfortunate. It was a shame as well because I kind of want to see what this guy would do in the next round, considering how confident he was. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section. Have a great episode. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. I can't believe all those details I missed. So many little details and little tidbits here and there that I missed. So I'm going to have to pay a bit more attention in the next arc, like the character interactions and stuff. But as I said, thank you guys for watching, and have a good rest of your day.